In today's video, I'm going to do a compilation of every FNAF interactive novel reviewed. I reviewed The Week Before, Return to the Pit, and Escape the Pizzaplex in their own videos, but in this video, it'll be a compilation of all those reviews plus VIP. So hopefully you enjoyed this compilation of all the interactive novels reviewed. VIP was released for free for the FNAF 10-year anniversary and was considered the first interactive novel. Funny enough, it's actually labeled Novel 0. Well, what is this book about? Well, it's a book about Devin, a boy who just won tickets to the Mega Pizzaplex. Devin is forced to bring his brother Ike to the Mega Pizzaplex. While at the Pizzaplex, he meets Very Informative Pig, or VIP. While Devin is distracted, VIP takes Ike and tells Devin to win a certain amount of points in games so he can get his brother back. Devin wins the points to get his brother back. That's just the basic gist of the story. Is this book canon? Yes it is. It's been confirmed by the FNAF community that VIP is canon to the mainline games. What lore does this book provide? Well, first, we learned that the book takes place way before Security Breach, because in the book it tells us that daycare has not been set up yet. In addition, there's human staff, not staff bots. And one more thing to add, this is not the first time VIP has sent passes to kids. He's done it multiple times, but unfortunately those kids met their ends. Even Glamrock Chico warns Devin about VIP's tricks. Now how is this book? This book is great. I mean, it's free, so of course it's great. But great writing gives us a lot of lore to what happens before Security Breach. I give it a 9 out of 10.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and I am officially back.
In 2024, a whole new set of books came out for Five Nights at Freddy's called the Interactive Novels, and one of them was called The Week Before. So The Week Before takes place the week before FNAF 1. We play as Ralph, aka Phone Guy, surviving his week at Five Nights at Freddy's, specifically at the Freddy's Pizzeria Mike After works at in the first game. Now for a quick review of this book, it's really fun, has lots of lore, and I enjoyed it. But let's talk about the lore implications this book gives us. For example, when Ralph punches 1983 into the phone, he hears the fight of 83 happen, the same one from FNAF 4, and then he gets his head bitten off by Golden Freddy. If Ralph punches 1987 into the phone, you can hear his recording from FNAF 2, which suggests that the bite of 87 happened in the FNAF 2 location. One thing we learned about this book is that the FNAF 1 animatronics are actually trying to leave the pizzeria by saving up enough charge on their stage to leave. We learned that the animatronics have personalities and that each animatronic has a different way of killing someone in a unique way. We also learned that there is actually a set of lockers behind the FNAF 1 chair, and we also learned there's also vents that go around the whole pizzeria where animatronics crawl in. Furthermore, we also learned that the animatronics are actually pretty smart. When Ralph goes to hide, they actually check the security cameras to see where he's at. Now you might be wondering, what's the canon ending for this book? Well, we know how the book ends because Ralph dies in FNAF 1. But the way to get the canon ending is you have to reread the book again with the bonus item, which is the phone, which allows you to record the messages from FNAF 1. There's a lot of lore in this book, but other YouTubers have covered this topic better, so you should check them out as well. But I'm just going to do a brief review and brief overview of the book. Now what did I think of the book? I thought it was great, really fun, loved the interactiveness of the book. It's worth picking up.
Okay, so the first night is never usually that bad in any of the games, so I'll play through.
Into the Pit is a story about a kid named Oswald who goes on a rundown pizzeria called Jeff's Pizza, finds a ball pit, and jumps inside of it. When he's inside, he's transferred back to 1958 Freddy's, where he sees the missing children incident and a yellow rabbit. When Oswald leaves the ball pit, his dad is taken into the pit and replaced with the yellow rabbit. And so Oswald must go back into the pit to save his dad and stop the yellow rabbit. Story. But one I find interesting is Return to the Pit, so let's talk about that. Return to the Pit is the interactive novel for Into the Pit. And what I find interesting is that the ball pit in Return to the Pit acts like a time machine more than an agony memory. In addition to that, the Return to the Pit has 5 missing children. The other 2, the original story and the game, both have 6 missing children. Return to the Pit is a very unique version of Into the Pit, because the ball pit behaves differently compared to the other ball pits from the original story and the game. The ball pit in Return to the Pit acts more like a time machine, while the other versions of the ball pit It's just a ball pit that holds the agony of the missing children incident. Oswald goes into the ball pit and returns to the pit. He actually meets Chip, but then 40 years later, he actually meets Chip as an adult, and Chip remembers Oswald, and that shouldn't be possible if he wasn't time traveling. In addition to that, there's an ending where you can stop the missing children incident from happening, and that can only be possible if the ball pit was a time machine. This decision has caused a lot of discussion on whether Return to the Pit is canon or not. And Return to the Pit is alright, gets a lot of things wrong. It's very interesting, but overall I did enjoy reading it. It was a pretty fun read.
What are you doing with your life? Me? What am I doing?
Escape the Pizzaplex is the 4th installment in the interactive novels, and it's the most recent one to come out. What is this book about? So you are Cassie from Ruin, and you're hanging out with Gregory after hours in the Pizzaplex. Each night, Gregory tries to prank you, and the pranks get more and more extreme as the nights go on. In night 3 of the book, there's a new staff plot called the Reagent, and the Reagent kills all organic matter, so Cassie and Gregory must hide from the Reagent before it kills them. At the end of the book, Cassie defeats the Reagent and leaves the Pizzaplex. What lore does this book give us? Well, first, it's basically confirmed that Cassie's dad is a fast technician. It's in the first page of the book. In addition to that, it also proves the theory that Gregory is possessed by Glitch Trap, because each night, Gregory's pranks get more and more extreme. In addition, we also learned that Cassie's very good with computers and hacking into terminals, because she does that to fix Roxy's programming. When this book first released, it got a lot of hate because people hated how they depicted Gregory in this book. In addition to that, before the book even came out, people said the writing was garbage. But I have to disagree. The writing was okay, but the book is definitely not bad. Does this book have problems? Yes, it does. A lot of the endings feel the same with no variety at all, because all the endings boil down to Cassie defeating the Reagent and going home. A lot of the pranks that Gregory pulls in this book are really dark. For example, there is one prank where he fakes his own death in front of Cassie, and Cassie believes her friend just died. In addition, in night 3, Cassie wants to go home, but Glamrock Freddy forces her to stay at the Pizzaplex. Now you might be wondering, what does the Reagent do? Well, the Reagent sprays a gas to kill all organic matter. And it's strange that the Pizzaplex has a staff bot like this. After Cassie destroys the Reagent, we never hear of it again. Is this book canon? Yes. FNAF fans believe that all the interactive novels, maybe from Return to the Pit, are canon to the mainline games. What did I think about the book? Well, I think it's a good book. I love all the interactive novels, and I love this one. I really do. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. Great book. Definitely up there with some of the best FNAF books. I love the FNAF interactive novel series. It's amazing. It feels like you're playing the game, but in a book. You get to choose how the story ends, and you get to choose what paths you get to go and what items you collect. I hope in the future we get another interactive novel, because these are my favorite series of books ever. Each novel is great in its own way, so I recommend picking up all novels if you can. Alright, make sure to like and subscribe.